Welcome back everyone to episode number 15 of our nostalgic gaming series, and in today's video we are going to be playing a Rockstar classic, which is Red Dead Revolver. Guys, this game was released in 2004 and it was absolutely beautiful. It was an awesome experience to play this as a kid. There's a bunch of different levels and characters to choose from as you play throughout the game, as you could see from this B-roll footage in the intro clip when you put in the game. So yeah guys, I'm going to be talking about the characters in this game, some of the weapons, the levels, well there's a variety of different levels and stuff, so I'm going to be covering that, and then I'm also going to give my personal opinion on the game and final review. And by the way guys, I'm recording this episode today is April Fool's Day, so happy April Fool's Day. Hopefully the coronavirus is just a big April Fool's joke, but I doubt that's true. But anyways guys, let's go and head into the gameplay here. I'm going to start off as one of the characters. There's an entire cast of characters in this game. I'm basically picking from the manual of the game. I'm pulling all this information because I still have a copy of the manual that's still intact. And as you play through these levels, guys, there's different weapons to collect, and as you kill enemies, you'll get more, I guess, more bang for your buck if you get like $8 for a headshot, $4 if you shoot someone in the leg, $2 in the chest, and $6 in the arm. So at the end of each level, your character's points will tally up and you'll be able to actually get a final total, a running total of some money, in which you can purchase some weapons in the future if at the local merchant. And this clip here, this is from the first intro level. I'm going to give you a rundown of the storyline. We're kind of at our little homestead here on the ranch, and there's some enemies that are patrolling the area. They actually infiltrated our ranch, and they end up killing our parents. You'll see here, Red's parents, and you'll see how he also gets the nickname Red, because he has to pick up this pistol that's in the fire, and he ends up burning his hand as he kills the guy who slaughtered his family. So that's the main gist of the story, just to give you guys a brief rundown. This game is one of my favorites as well because it features a variety of weapons, from pistols to rifles to throwables as well, such as dynamite and I think some knives. The pistols are the old pistol, I think it's called the Pacificador or something, the Pacificador, I can't pronounce it right, but it's a Mexican Arby's pistol. The twin revolvers as well as the scorpion gun. The rifles consist of the owl rifle, the bayonet rifle, the sawed-off shotgun, which is separate, and the throwables are the fire bottles, dynamite, and bow and arrow, which is really interesting when you get to later sections of the game. Another cool feature about this game, guys, is that there's duels. As you remember the classic Western movies, there was always a showdown between the hero and the villain in the middle of the square of the town. So this game features a really cool dead-eye and duel scenario. And also here you could see in the shop, I'm about to purchase this rugged poncho. I have no why, or the ruined poncho. I don't know, I was just kind of scrolling through the menu and I accidentally clicked purchase, so it was really a bad move on my part. But this is another level, guys. I'm kind of just showing you a variety of different levels in this gameplay. As you can see here, we're playing through this level where the enemies are harassing the merchant in this town, so we have to kind of rid the town of all the enemies. And the game is really interesting. As you start each level, you're going to notice that there's an intro scene and then an intro kind of like main objective, and then you're going to go along there and complete those objectives accordingly. So it's really cool how they set up the game. Rockstar always does a great job. And guys, to talk about the cast here, there's General Diego. He was a triumphant leader during the short border wars with the U.S. He was basically relieved of his duties with the Mexican government, so he's one of the characters in the game. I showed you in the beginning clip, actually. That was one of General Diego's missions. There's an enemy named Pig Josh. He's like this demolitions expert. He's pretty funny. He's a real fat guy, and he has dynamite or TNT strapped to his chest. So he's a really interesting boss battle. There's a bunch of awesome boss battles, guys, in this game. Another boss battle is Bad Bessie. She has like this whip that she'll try to whip at you and take your health away, so you have to watch out for that. And let's see, Jack Swift. He's another English gentleman. He's a really cool gunslinger in the game. He has a special ability to lock on to multiple enemies at once, doing like multiple target pinpoints, and it's really cool. It kind of just goes like all over the screen, and then he shoots all the different enemies and kills them instantly. So after the levels are completed, you'll get a running total here, as you could see, as well as your accuracy, damage taken, the time, and I got excellent on these levels. And you also, if you score excellent, you'll unlock different items at the end of each level. So I highly recommend that you try to do your best on these missions and get 100% accuracy and everything and complete them within a short time, because it does pay off in the end, guys. That Indian guy I mentioned later on in the game, his name is Shadow Wolf. You will receive the bow and arrow from him, and that's a really great improvement compared to some of the other weapons. It's nice and silent, so you're able to take out enemies with ease, and that's actually where some of the stealth missions come in the game, because there's a variety of different levels in the game, from typical gunslinging to the duels to stealth missions with Shadow Wolf. So that's something to look forward to. And as you'll see in this mission here, we're about to kill Ugly Chris, which is kind of just another outlaw in the town. He took over this little town in the west, the Wild West, and you have to kind of eradicate all the villains from the town. So other than that, guys, I think that is pretty much it. Let me scroll through here and see. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it, guys. I'm going to talk about the game's cover. It says, vast, rugged, and lawless. As a young man, you were helpless to prevent the slaughter of your family at the hands of bandits. Many years later, you live as a bounty hunter, bringing criminals to justice while struggling to unravel the mystery of your past. You must find those who murdered your family, then you will take your revenge. So it's basically a revenge story, kind of similar to how Red Dead Redemption is and all of that stuff. The storyline continues very nicely. But I highly recommend this game if you're a fan of Red Dead Redemption, or Red Dead Redemption 2 for that matter, because I will be covering Red Dead Redemption as well in this series, because that game played a critical part of my childhood. I was always a fan of that game, and yeah, out of all the games, this one's one of my personal favorites and the most nostalgic to me, just because I like the gunplay, honestly. And the graphics for the time for the PS2, and I think this came out for the original Xbox, were really great. It was just a nice Western style game. It looked like real dusty looking. Although when you get out, there's one mission with this girl later in the game when you're on a buffalo ranch and you have to ride a buffalo around and kind of take out enemies on the ranch that are trying to invade it. Similar to the first episode, or the first level in the game, not episode. I'm thinking of something else. See how the blood splatter effects are in this game too? It's really cool. You're about to see Ugly Chris, the final battle here, I think. After I take down these enemies, he's gonna come out. He's kind of kidnapped the little main sheriff in the town, who eventually we're gonna have to take to a town called Blackwater. I think that premiered in Red Dead Redemption as well, and Red Dead 2. So yeah, guys, there's a lot of nice things in this game. It's a great precursor to all of the other games in the series by Rockstar, and I highly recommend it. I give it a 9.5 or a 9.8. It's just a fantastic game, and overall a great shooter. So yeah, it provides plenty of variety, and I will have many other videos coming out today on my day off because it's Wednesday. So thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for more content, everyone. Have a great day.